You're watching round 3, heat number 10, getting started quickly. Italo Ferreira demanding the first wave, driving through a fun, hollow section at Karamas, and unfortunately does not get the make. Well, what a close call there. Almost started off with a huge number to put pressure on rookie Tomas Hermes.
A little bit onshore now, so I think Italo's going to have to go to plan B, which is in the air, and I can't wait.
Tomas Hermes, the rookie who had a brilliant performance at Kira, starts off with a misstep. With that opportunity, with Italo not making the barrel, Tomas hands priority right back to the surfer who's sitting number 3 in the world. Wave that just demanded regular footers for so long, including names like Jordy Smith, who threw down a brilliant performance in the last heat. Jordy's watching Tomas take apart this right-hander through the inside. Big sweeping cutback right through the open face. So Tomas on a roll now, falling on his first turn, now recovering from that, and that wave's going to put him out in front.
Yeah, Tomas Hermes. I mean, that's what he's got to do to beat Italo Ferreira, isn't it? Just get those nice couple of good solid waves under your belt. Just really connect with some big turns. Lightning fast surfer. Bang, nice spray flying through the air there. So showing some power. Small in stature, but serves big, doesn't he, as he hooks into that last maneuver. So 3 solid turns from Tomas, and that's going to be the best score of the heat so far.
Jeremy Flores, who's a 2-time pipe master as well. Italo got a wave during the catch-up there.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do, Joe. Just get one of these waves under his belt. Look how quick that transition was, how powerful that turn was as well. Throwing a lot of spray, Italo Ferreira. He needs a comeback wave. Tomas Hermes dropped a 5.50. Italo Ferreira now is going to put the best wave on the board.
Global eye right at the turn of the century. Now watching the top-level surfers in the world putting together some big moves. This is Italo Ferreira through the inside corner, now hacking it through the whitewater.
Yes, it's going to better his situation, but not by much. Let's have a look at Italo Ferreira here. Watch how quick these maneuvers are, Joe. Just the transition between the turns, so lightning fast. Bang, and then right here, look how quick this turn is. Whack, just like lightning fast. Bruce Lee karate chop to the lip.
Tomas ditched a .77 there, 20 minutes to go. Let's see what Tomas did out the back.
Yeah, I can guarantee it was a barrel, and there it is. Slides in, kind of a messy exit, but a chib nonetheless. Didn't really connect with that cutback.
And Neko said, with the younger guard traveling very young and getting that advantage, they've showed up on tour with no weaknesses. Here's Italo. Pop, shove it, and changing his stance in the air, but incomplete, as he's still searching for a possibility to take the lead. Now in position. Driving down the line with some momentum. Clean rip off the lip. Tomas only good for one maneuver, and he's got to get out of there. Started off strong. Unfortunately, that section just shut down on him. Slid to 3rd, Toledo. The 2nd position just above him. Winding up now is the backhand of Ferreira. Straight up vertical over the roof. Backhand jam. Little misread on the 3rd section, but he'll recover into a fading cutback. Still a little line to work with. Small inside corner. Now setting up a little backhand snap, and he's out of there. So still looking to improve on that 4-point ride. So he saw some points at the end of that wave.
Beautiful opening maneuver, critical turn. Nice and vertical as well. Bang, right up through the lip. Free fall drop there. And then out on the open face. Just right here, kind of didn't really click on that turn, but fixed it up pretty quickly through the inside. So Italo looking to improve on a 4.0. I think he's done it. That 5.51 requirement for Tomas is going to be just a little bit more after this exchange. Kicks out there on the inside, but milking it, not giving up, does he? He rides every single wave to the death.
He really got a lot of that. He really felt good to see Italo really seizing the moment and coming into his own. Big flyaway from Ferreira out the back. Meanwhile, that score he dropped before the break, a 7.3.
This isn't a popularity contest. This is a surfing event. Let's see some of this rivalry come out. I'm sure once they hit the water, though, it's going to be game on. But just a bit of respect there from those two.
Really enjoying it. Ferreira now winding up. There's the first section. Sits on the roof for a lengthy float. Jam back into the pocket. Another little snap off the top. He wants to wind up for something big. Late release off the top on the reverse. Ends up incomplete. But it feels like he's freestyling, enjoying not having first priority. Dancing underneath Tomas now.
Just not connecting with that last maneuver. Tomas out the back needs to answer back. Nice lip line float. Straight into a beautiful hooking turn and maneuvers.
Quick turn off the top for Tomas. Brings in another vertical climb and tail release. Blow tail on the inside corner. Would have been insane, but couldn't hang on. But he's had a couple of tough falls at an important time. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, well, nice opening wave here. Opening turn, I should say, through the lip. Nice bottom turn again. I like that, how he got the spring and let those fins slide, but then kind of knew he needed something special. You know, Joel touched on it a little bit about where you asked him the question about Gabriel Medina, because he kind of very similar mold, isn't it, where he likes to control that first wave. We'll get back to that.
Important ride for Tomas to get back in this heat. Clean frontside wrap. Only good for one maneuver, so he's got to get out of there. Down to 4 minutes. So many great storylines coming up through this event. Obviously, of dramatic upsets in round 3, which is proven to be just as dramatic as the second round when we make our first eliminations. This is Italo Ferreira with some speed off the float. Carving back into the pocket. Big ramp, full rotation. He'll lay back into the whitewater and end up incomplete. Well, I don't know if you could whip that spin any quicker than that putt.
My gosh, that was a blur, Joe. An absolute blur. It's a little bit off balance, so unfortunately not getting the board back under his feet. The intent was there, though. You can see him setting it up, cutting that turn a little short. Now he starts to hit the gas and bang! Look at the spin right there, just kind of laying back in the whitewater, not able to stand back up. He did one of those in the warm-up session, but was able to get back up on his feet. On that occasion there, just spinning it a little too quick.
Unfortunately, though, Tomas will get knocked out in world number 3. Italo Ferreira, a couple of big 7s. We'll move on to round 4. Up next, De Souza takes on Joel Parkinson in heat number 11. We'll bring in Ronnie Blakey, Strider Wazalewski, and Ezekiel Lau right after this.